Hello.
Hello.
Is it just gonna be us, Lance?
Maybe. Reza says he's on the way.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. Afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
I was gonna say it's not morning for you, is it, Nathan?
It's not, but it's more a statistical announcement that I'm making. The habit of working PST.
All right. Lance or Reza, were one of you gonna drive today? Or I don't remember. I know we're not gonna have Casey today.
I don't have a license, but I can give it a try. Let me find the documents and stuff.
I can do the typing of the document. I've got it open.
Do you want to share that then, Lance? We usually do that, I think, right?
Yes.
All right. So, I do believe we have a couple of updates. Where was it? In our release sort of cycle. Calico 328, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna come out pretty soon. It says mid-April, so I'm assuming
Yes.
a couple
I
of
think we're on
days.
track for that.
Yeah. So in terms of
it's in final testing now. I mean, last minute bugs happen. But yes, it's looking good at the moment.
sweet. So in terms of things that are packed in it, there was a change. Wait, let me find the stuff. Actually, I can use GitHub.
The list of
Alright.
features we went through last meeting, I think.
Oh, we did. Awesome. So, 328 is coming out. I do know in the future we're gonna have a couple of more profiling tools for people who are trying to profile Calico. It's not in 328, but if you are really keen to find it, it's in GitHub. So that's sort of Easter egg for anybody who watches.
Is that, do you know, is that like, I'm guessing that's like in Felix/Calico node, or is that like Calico cuddle tools?
No, it's in Felix node. It allows you to run a prof server that will gives you like what's it called? A timeline into your CPU stack and memory stack, which is
Sure.
quite cool. If you haven't run it, it's quite awesome. And you can actually link it to Grafana or those sort of tools. So that's something to brag about. In terms of operator, is there anything, Eric?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can chat about that. Not too much. I was right before this looking at stuff that's been going in. I know Casey's been doing some. I mean, it's something that's coming in 328, but making some updates to the IP pools controller. Some fixes there. I guess he's been testing stuff and getting some fixes in. Something I added to address something that somebody from the community had brought up was we have a CSI node driver, I think is the name of the deployment, and it didn't have any anti-affinity specifically for, let's see, where is this? AWS, they have Fargate, and you can't run, I don't think you can run daemon sets or host. Actually, I don't even know. I don't think CSI node driver is host. I think it's probably host networked. I'm not sure. But I don't think you can have host network pods on there either. So we already had it for like Node, and so I just added basically the same anti-affinity based on like the provider that is being used. So that was addressing a bug from that a user had submitted. Let's see, there was another one. There's a small one about adding. We have some in the operator some I guess I think we call them overrides to be able to set like specific like affinity and stuff like that, where you have to perhaps call out the container name in like the API server or Calico node. And there were some comments added to make that clear. Sorry, I'm just looking at pull request stuff that's gone in. So yeah, there's those things. There were also a few I was actually going to mention during what's the section we call it? Heroes. There was a community member that submitted several bugs that, or actually not bugs, but fixes, PRs that have been merged in the last week. So it's nice to get those. One was around security context for API server. He was able to adjust it because I guess we had added where you could get audit logs, but that isn't available with Calico. We had added that for enterprise, and so he backed that off for Calico so that it didn't require those additional permissions. And then he also has had one around migrating from a manifest to an operator install. I can give you his name too. It's Adam. Probably can't pronounce his last name. Mihelcsik. I can add that later. Yeah, I can add that. But he submitted those two, and there's actually a third one that I haven't gotten through reviewing again. That's
Sorry, I
also
missed the first one. I've got migrating from manifest to operator.
Yeah. What was the other? Oh, the other one was fix the security context for API server. I think that's probably the easiest way to say that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got then, I think. But yeah,
Cool.
good. And I'll fix those question marks up, Lance. Thank you.
Cool. Nathan, is there anything more cool happening to VPP?
So in VP land, it's still a bit deep in hardening and optimizing things. So not a lot of fancy things happening. The main things that popped up were a bit of usage and requests. So we got a ticket file for pre-DNAT policies that we don't not yet support. We should probably implement. And so that's still on the to-do. Hopefully, be able to do it relatively quickly. And there is as well a fix that went in for the fail-safe policies support of CIDRs, which was semi-hidden feature that we forgot to implement. While trying to reach feature parity, so we just pushed that. So this is going to go into 26, 27, and hopefully 28 once we have it as well.
Sorry, did you say that pre-DNAP policy support had been added, or what were you saying?
No, so that's on there was a request, and so we are trying to gauge how much work that will require. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, and the other thing that was added was the fail-safe policy support for CIDRs. So and aside from that, we are still involved quite a bit into the multi-net cap proposal. So still following and contributing to that, and trying to keep up with the evolutions as well. So that's what keeping us busy recently.
Along those lines, I know Sean has been involved with the SIG network folks looking at admin network policy and their support for DNS policy.
Okay, interesting. Good to know. Thanks.
All right. So anything we're missing? I don't think so. So there are a bunch of stuff for 329. I'm not sure if we're gonna announce them here. It's basically around UT tests and stuff, right? So that's about it. Nothing comes to mind me to like if we missed or not. So Lance, do you
Nope, nothing
know?
especially from me.
All right. Eric and Nathan also already talked about all the cool stuff that they're doing. So
Yeah, I think you got it, Reza.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, with that, I think we can call it a day.
Yep, short and sweet.
Yep.
Cool.
No. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Have a good one,
Thanks.
likewise. Thanks. Bye.